Yo, does anyone ever just wonder about random stuff? I wonder about random stuff all the time. It's crazy. Hold on, I need to get situated with my microphone. I don't know how this sounds. I just hope it sounds good. And I hope mm, there's not a lot of breathing noise. Um, but do you guys ever just think about stuff? Like just randomly, you just start thinking about stuff. Like stuff it, our world is so weird. It's such an interesting place. Such an interesting landscape. Like how oh my god, there's so much stuff running through my brain right now. What do you guys think the world would be like if, let's just say, um mm, what do you guys think the world would be like if George Washington was never born? Like genuinely. That is something that is something I think about all the time. Like literally, if George Washington tripped on a rock instead of continuing to walk somewhere, like just imagine he was walking somewhere and instead of just continuing to walk like he did, he tripped on a rock. That trip on the rock probably would have rippled into the eventual um like non-creation of the United States of America, if you really think about it, because that tripping over the rock would have triggered different stuff in his mind, and it would have made him think different thoughts, and it's just crazy to think about, because you know, what if he was thinking about some war tactic to win the war, and obviously he did. I'm making this up obviously, but just thinking about it is so interesting because genuinely, what if he was thinking about some crazy war tactic that he did actually use, and it helped him win whatever war. But what if he tripped on that rock and it messed up his train of thought and he didn't think about it anymore, and we the United States wouldn't even be a thing probably, to the extent that it is now. That is insane to think about, that everything that has led up to this moment has, if even if you blinked at a different time, it probably would have been completely different. If you didn't eat that sandwich, if you didn't look at that person, if you didn't trip over that rock like George Washington did. That's just that it's just so interesting to think about. You know, I'm honestly it's 6:20 a.m. I'm talking about George Washington tripping over a rock and it rippling into the creation of the United States of America. So, you guys can obviously see where my head is at right now. Um, I'm using my ear pods, not AirPods, but the wire ones, because the mic is a lot better. And I really hope the mic actually sounds good and there's not a lot of breathing noise.